Hey everybody, it's Mike, and I am making a video here on my adigitalnomad.net channel about Tesla. I want to make a couple comments. I think we're at another pivot point for Tesla. The last one, Denise and I have been talking about this, was in 2018. Hopefully you can see me. When Tesla was launching the Model 3 and they almost went bankrupt, and fortunately I bought a lot of stock then. And I think that we're at another pivot point now, and I wanted to just kind of alert you guys. If you own S&P 500 shares, you already own Tesla stock because it's in there, or you can buy your own if you want. But I'm not giving you any financial advice, but I'm giving you my opinion. I think that Tesla is ready for another leg up. I don't think it's all been factored into the stock. And right now we are in the third week of September. AI Day is in a week from today. It's been delayed for months and months. Now what's going on? A couple things going on that are all kind of converging. It's like a perfect storm right now. Denise, do you think it's a perfect storm, or do you think I'm just making this up? No. I'm making it up, no, or it's a perfect storm? No. Making it up. Okay, so she thinks I'm making it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know you can barely see me. You can see the sunset though. All right, here's what's going on. Number one, Tesla has gained huge amounts of market share in the last year. I don't even know how much. You can let me know in the comments. But I can tell you one thing I knew who's lost. Ford and GM have lost massive market share in the last year. And so has Toyota. Toyota specifically was the world's largest automaker before Tesla jumped over them in terms of their stock price and market capitalization. And in the last year, Toyota's stock has gone down, Toyota's sales, of vehicles have dropped by 20% year over year. That's a long time to lose 20% of your sales. And because of that, their profits have dropped 40% in the same time frame. Now that's just known. The other thing that's been going on is that I see people flipping their Teslas, which is crazy. It's not the stock, it's the vehicles. Because what's happened is, if you've owned any car recently and the used car bubble is deflating rapidly, you know that the value of used cars has gone way up. Dealers, new and used dealers who sell used cars, have not been able to get their hands on them, so the prices have gone way up. I could have sold mine at a ridiculous price, but then, of course, you know that if you went to buy a new car, all the traditional dealers have been auctioning off those products. And if you know Tesla doesn't have regular dealers. They just have your Tesla buy direct. Either you go to the shopping mall or you go on your computer and just buy direct from Tesla. Tesla's been slow to raise their prices, so what's happening was, and I still see it now, is that people have sold their used cars at really high prices and then ordered a Tesla and had to wait and finally came in. And now that they have finally taken delivery, they realize, oh crap, now Tesla is selling them for like $15,000 to $20,000 more than they paid, so they can sell it for like a $15,000 profit if they just don't drive it. A lot of used car dealers realize this too when they couldn't get their hands on inventory. And what they do, they go in and ordered a bunch of cars from Tesla, okay? And so they're selling them as used cars, but they're still making like 15 grand off of every single used car. And what's even weirder right now is I see that a lot of these new car dealers, like even Volkswagen dealers, they get their hands on 4 or 5 Teslas. They're putting the Teslas out front as you drive by because they can't be a Tesla dealer, but they want to be a Tesla dealer. And the only way to do it is to either buy up and pay a lot of money for used inventory, which they're doing. A lot of people who are selling their cars as a used Tesla are finding they're getting the most money from used car dealers because they want them on their lot.
Did you buy all Model Ys or both 3 and Y?
Everything. I've seen 3X, SYs, everything. I've seen a Model X Plaid on there, 2022. They'll take anything. And because a lot of times the owners of these cars, like I said, flip them for 15, 20 grand, or Coons is flipping them because they were smart enough to, like a year ago, order a bunch of them. And now they've got all this and they don't want to hold on to it because they know eventually they will be a depreciating asset, although unless it's a Tesla built since October 2016, because Elon says it will be appreciating. Let's go
test drive the Model X Plaid.
Yeah.
Like we don't know anything about Tesla.
Yeah, we don't know anything, yeah. Okay, what else is going on? I have had to have a lot of repairs done on my Model X 2017 model. I ordered in 2016. And I've noticed in both instances, one was body work from a Tesla-owned body shop. The other was a repair at the service center, which is still in for now, is I've been waiting forever to get parts. Forever, literally forever, okay? Now, why is that okay? I'm okay with that because I know what's going on. Tesla's trying to gain market share. They're trying to shove as many cars out the door right now from the factory. They want all the parts for the new cars. They are not prioritizing parts for existing owners or for repairs. And like I said, they're in a mode right now of massive expansion. They can't make the pipeline wide enough, so that's what they're doing. They're basically taking parts that they would have shipped out to people that need to repair their cars, and they're using them on the new cars.
They're called spare parts. They prioritize spare parts.
Yeah.
And they're only making parts for those that are going out brand new on the production line.
Exactly. So we're in a time when all this is happening. I can't even get a rental car from Tesla either because they don't have any. Because everything that they're doing, they're just using the parts for other things or building new cars. And it's just a weird time, but I have not experienced this as a Tesla owner. I've been a Tesla owner since early 2017, and I've seen things spiral downward. Everyone will say that Tesla service experience is bad, and believe me, it's bad. It's getting worse. But the reason it's getting worse is not because the company is going under, it's because they're going to be bigger than ever. And I think that as we get through this time period, people will realize what's happened. Like I said, I think that people in the automotive businesses, the dealers, they already see what's happening. They're not saying it, but when they put Teslas out front and when they advertise that they know EVs and they have 100 Teslas on, for you to buy, they know what's up. They know where the money is. They know what consumers want. I don't think it's just momentary. I think that most people who are buying Teslas now don't even understand the self-driving stuff. Oh, and here's the other thing. Elon just this week released full self-driving software to everyone with a score of 80 or above. And I had a 96, 97, 98. I couldn't get it. But I guess now I have it, but I don't have the car because the car's being repaired at the service center. So you've got a convergence of things happening all at the same time. I think we're going to see another ramp up, like another leg up in the Tesla stock, is my opinion. But this is not financial advice. And, the stock is way higher than I initially bought it at. I'm not buying anymore because I've got so much of my money in Tesla stock right now. And yeah, you're gonna say, well, yeah, this guy owns Tesla stock. Well, everyone does. Like I said, if you own S&P 500, you own Tesla stock. So, here's another thing. Denise, I didn't talk to you about this. The number one, by far, most recognized brand in the world as of this year is Tesla. I think they moved up on that ranking. I couldn't even tell you how many spots, but they have just skyrocketed in brand recognition just in the last year. And I don't think that's going to slow down. I think that now that they've finally gotten to be the number one recognized brand name, that's just going to propel the company forward even more. It's just going to surge on another sales, leg up. So, I think that there's a lot of factors, that are coming together here. Of course, they just released the Berlin Gigafactory and Austin just this year. I know there's plans for more. And they have $7 billion in cash. They've never had so much cash money. But the problem is they can't get the pipeline wide enough. Oh, and the other thing I forgot is in a week from today, they're going to have the AI day. All right, when they're going to have their Tesla robot. And apparently they've got the entire Tesla team working on this AI. It's not even fixed yet. They've delayed it a couple times already this year. It's supposed to happen earlier this year. There's our light. Yeah, we're high tech here. Why don't we get a candle out too? It's like old school. So I don't even know what this AI day is going to show, but if it shows something promising, again, I think there's going to be another burst in the stock price, and it's just about Tesla basically taking over. They're going to take over the entire new car manufacturing. They're going to take over AI. They're going to take over apparently robots that do repetitive jobs for humans that nobody wants to do. All this stuff. So everyone will realize that they're not just an automotive company. After next week, I think a week from today.
I'm looking forward to walking down the street or over some of the overpasses and seeing clean air again and not smelling exhaust fumes.
Really?
I'm glad that Tesla is a number one brand.
Okay, yeah, number one, the number one, yeah, from a brand perspective, just from a marketing perspective, they are the number one brand in the world now, apparently. So, okay. Anything else to add to any of this?
Nope.
Well, this is the perfect storm, like I said, and people have been complaining that Tesla stock is overpriced, but I think we're in an area right now where it's a perfect storm for another big burst forward. That's my opinion on the whole thing. because there hasn't been much movement in the stock since it exploded in 2020 when it went up 10x. It's basically stayed almost level since then. Hasn't really moved anywhere, but also it hasn't gone down. A lot of companies, there's been like 2 or 3 legs down now in the S&P 500 since the beginning of the year. We're in like an official bear market. Tesla has barely moved down. So that ought to tell you something too, if it can withstand that kind of a downward pressure and not move down. That's it. That's all I got for you. Let me know your comments, your thoughts in the comments. And of course, like the video, please, that helps out, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.